my taco bowl ingredients are complete. That took me no time at all. Sorry, tell me that doesn't look amazing. You don't break a sweat cutting sweet potatoes. You didn't cut sweet potatoes. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Amanda and we are meal prepping today. Now, if you guys follow me on TikTok or on Instagram, I post a lot of meal prep videos there, but those are more so cutesy, aesthetic. I want this to be educational. I want this to put you onto meal prepping because a lot of people are scared of meal prepping. They think it's going to take them 5 hours every single Sunday. They think it's gross. It's just chicken in Tupperware, sitting there with its rice for 5 days straight, getting dry by the end of the week. If that is how you are meal prepping, my friend, you are doing it incorrectly. Now, my lineup for this week, we are doing, let me pull up my little list here. We are doing lemon basil chicken salad pitas for lunch with sweet potato fries on the side. And then I am doing, surprise, surprise, ground turkey taco bowls, one of my absolute staples. Now, two differences between these. I am going to bulk prep the chicken salad. I'm going to ingredient prep the taco bowls. I will explain as I do it, but for a mini little explanation here as well, bulk prep is just basically putting everything together. I'm going to put everything together for my chicken salad ahead of time. So I'm not adding things in the day of because that would be kind of weird to do with chicken salad, let's be real. But for my taco bowls, on the other hand, I am ingredient prepping. A lot of people don't know about ingredient prep. A lot of people look past the idea of ingredient prep. It's essentially prepping all of your ingredients, but not putting them together until the day of. So I am going to cook up my ground turkey. I'm going to chop up my bell peppers, get my corn out of the can, get my beans out of the can, but I'm not putting everything together until the day of. But doing each of these little things, it's going to save me so much time the day of, therefore helping to keep me on track. Now, I don't usually prep for breakfast because I'm doing eggs and oatmeal for breakfast, so no prep needed. I use frozen fruit at the moment. If I was using fresh fruit, I would include that in my prep to chop up, but no need to chop anything up because I'm just using frozen blueberries on oatmeal. With eggs for desserts, I have Yassos this week. I have been doing a lot of Ninja Creamies, but once again, no need. I don't need to prep anything with my Yassos, so I'm good to go on that front. So we are literally just prepping lunch and dinner. Oh, and I do need to freeze some bananas, so that's a part of the process. So let's get to it. Now, the first thing that we are going to start with is quite literally just peeling our bananas and placing them in a little plastic baggie. I'm going to freeze these ahead of time for my protein smoothies. I usually do 3 meals and then 1 snack throughout the day. I've been on a protein, that didn't go well for a half cut. I've been on a protein smoothie kick. It's usually a protein smoothie, Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese. That's one of my snacks. I've really been into my smoothies now that we are finally getting some warmer weather. So I do like to freeze these ahead of time just to make it extra good. If you know, you know. Seal this off. And then this will freeze up for the week. We're gonna place this in the freezer and then I will just grab out 1 banana per day. And these are going in the freezer. All right, bananas are in the freezer. Let's get to the taco bowls. Now, I personally prefer to go 1 meal at a time as opposed to, you know, doing all my produce, doing all my proteins, whatever. So we're gonna go taco bowls and then we're gonna do the chicken salad. We are starting with our turkey. I have some olive oil down on my pan, and now I'm going to throw this in. The key for any taco bowl, but especially if you are doing ground meat, is your taco seasoning. This is my personal favorite. This is from the brand Siete. I absolutely love their ingredients. Now, the back of the label is going to tell you otherwise. I'm going to use this entire thing. I do 1 packet of ground turkey with 1 packet of taco seasoning. Don't be afraid to season, guys. Get the flavor in there. It's going to make or break your ground meat. So I just pour this right on here like that, and then we're gonna start chopping her up. Now I just take my spatula and quite literally chop it like this. Let the seasoning start falling in. This is 93.7 ground turkey as opposed to 99.1. So it is a little bit fattier than a 99.1, obviously. So I do find that it cooks better. Either way, we will be adding some water in, which I will show you. But for right now, I just like to kind of stir this around, get the seasoning to be evenly distributed, and then just kind of let it do its thing. While that is doing its thing over there and cooking up, I'm going to drain my corn and my black beans. A while, I quite literally just throw these in a colander, and then we're gonna throw some water over top just to make sure we get all that excess sodium off. Get these black beans in here. You can keep them separate if you want. I will just be throwing these all together in my taco bowls anyway, so I don't really mind them getting mixed up. The beans always kind of stick to the can a bit, so it takes a few tries. Now we are just taking some water, like I said, just to get all of that excess sodium off. There is absolutely nothing wrong with canned goods, canned vegetables, canned fruit. A lot of times, some of it's questionable, but for the most part, absolutely nothing wrong with it. But a lot of it is going to be high in sodium, so just give it a little rinse off when you do get it out once it's in the colander. We're back to checking on the meat. As you can hear, it's starting to sizzle. It's starting to cook up. So we're gonna give it another little mash. Anytime it starts to cook up, I just stir it around, keep mashing it up, make sure all the sides are done evenly. And then once we're done here, we're gonna go back to some more produce and get going on that while this keeps doing its thing. To give you guys a little close up here on the turkey, if this was 99 lean, this is coming out to be a little bit fattier than what I expected. If this was 99 lean, at this point right now, it would be looking a little bit dry, and I would recommend to add about a half a cup water before it was fully cooked. This is fatty enough that it doesn't look dry, so I'm not going to add any water in. This is looking good. I'm gonna let it keep cooking while we chop up those bell peppers. Here's my cute little container. Just gonna slide these over to make room. If I wanna get fancy and do fajita bowls, taco bowls, a little different, if you know what I'm saying, I will keep these long, but for the most part, I do like to chop my peppers up, dice them up, I should say, nice and small like that. They cook a lot quicker, and I don't know, they're just more fun to eat that way. And there we go, all my peppers are chopped up, they're ready to go. This took me, what, 5 minutes tops, but this is going to save me so much time throughout the week because when I am starving, I will not have to chop them up. They are ready to go. I can just throw them on the pan, add some salt, add some pepper, some olive oil, heat them up, and they'll be ready to eat. Meanwhile is our turkey, which is just about done. I honestly probably overcook my ground meat. I like it to have a little crunch to it. Is that weird? I don't know. I probably overcook it. I also have a fear of eating it a little tiny bit raw. It's technically done right now, but I'm just gonna let it go just a little bit longer here, and then that will be done. Once again, easy peasy. This will be 4 servings. This will be 4 dinners for the week, and it's already prepped. All right, golden brown, so she is good. Meal prep bowl ready to go. Now when it comes to the day of with eating this, I usually tend to pop it in the microwave just because it's a little bit easier, but some nights I will throw it. Actually, it depends. With the peppers, I usually do throw it on the skillet once the peppers are cooked up. I just kind of add everything together in the skillet, heat it up that way if I'm making peppers, but it does taste good. It still tastes fresh in the microwave as well, so there are a few ways to do it. It just depends on ease and how quick you want your food, basically. Now, for the base of my bowl, I'm going to use romaine. I was toying with the idea of doing rice this week. Sometimes I will do half and half. I'm just gonna do romaine. If I was doing rice, I would just cook that up while the turkey was also cooking up, but we're just doing this. So once again, I am just going to chop this up, put it in my little Tupperware container, and then when I want to eat my taco bowl, I will just put it at the bottom of the bowl and it's ready to go. I don't have to worry about chopping it up the moment I want to eat it. I need to stop waving these huge knives around. Now this is also bonus points because I will put some of this in my chicken salad pitas slash wraps. When possible, if possible, I do try to use ingredients and purchase ingredients that I can use in multiple meals just that I don't end up wasting any of it. Oh my God. And last one. I am just going to throw these in here. These will go in the skillet with my peppers the day of. Sometimes I roast my corn ahead of time. I'm trying to keep things moving today, keep it quick and efficient. So these will just get heated up the day of. I sometimes add taco seasoning on top as well once it is in the skillet, just for a little extra flavor. And my taco bowl ingredients are complete. That took me no time at all. The thing that took the longest was filming it, to be honest. This would take 10 minutes tops, absolutely tops. We have our romaine lettuce, which will be my base. I'm also going to double up with this in my chicken salad wraps as well. We have our protein source. This is our ground turkey that we cooked up with taco seasoning, bell peppers, which I will saute up the day of, black beans and corn, which I will saute up the day of as well. Easy peasy. Topping is going to be plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Don't knock it till you try it. Sour cream substitute, chef's kiss. Delicious, love, so simple. All right, chicken salad time. Now, if I make chicken salad, I get a little bit lazy. When I make chicken salad, I almost always use a rotisserie chicken as opposed to cooking my own chicken up. Any other time, I cook my own meat. But when doing chicken salad or anything like chicken salad, you know, like an actual salad, it's gonna be rotisserie chicken. So I'm just going to shred this up. Nice and simple, because we're not cooking any up. You could also use canned chicken. You could cook some chicken up if you wanted to, but for me, I don't know. The rotisserie is just best when it comes to chicken salad. Now, while we are here, and while I am shredding, let me explain to you guys a little bit about bulk prep. Bulk prep is what I think a lot of people view meal prep as. So you just saw what we did there with the taco bowl, how all of my ingredients are now prepped. They're ready to go, but they're not put together. You could easily put all of those together. If you wanted to cook your peppers up ahead of time, if you wanted to cook your beans up ahead of time and put it all in Tupperware to bring to your office job or to bring with you, or to just have it easy to heat up in the moment, if you want to do that, you certainly can, but I think that kind of turns off a lot of people from meal prep because it feels gross. It feels like it's just sitting there and getting like all icky by the end of the week. But there are certain meals, in my personal opinion, I should have rolled my sleeves up here, like chicken salad, that bulk prep works for and it stays fresh. So you're going to see, I'm going to make my little mixture here and I'm going to put it all together all at once, and it's going to stay that way throughout the entire week. Now, I'm not going to place it in my pitas until the day of when I'm actually eating it, but this is going to be fully made, so the day of when I do want to eat it, I just add it into my pitas and it's ready to go, which makes it really, really nice and simple. I do usually prefer to have something bulk prepped, like a chicken salad, like salad, some sort of healthy pasta for lunch, just because I'm usually more so on the go around lunchtime. I'm getting back from the gym, or I'm hopping off of calls, hopping onto calls for work, doing client check-ins. So I don't usually like to have anything that I need to cook up, whereas around dinner time, I'm kind of finishing up more of my work from the day, and I kind of like am in the mindset like, okay, I can put this on the stovetop and I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna make it. Whereas lunch, it's go time. Like, I don't have much time to be sitting around cooking, so this is kind of my saving grace. All right, I need to wash my hands, so I can't completely show you, but chicken's done. And now for our sauce, the main bulk of the mixture is going to be this plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Once again, don't knock it till you try it. I'm going to have a little bit of this olive oil based mayo, the tiniest bit. I'm talking 1-2 tablespoons, just to get a really good texture to it that the Greek yogurt probably wouldn't give on its own. I have done it on its own, it's fine. This does help a little bit, but I use it very, very sparingly. We have some basil and then our lemons as well. All right, now I am whipping the blender out because I want this to be really good this week. I have also done this where I've quite literally just thrown all of the ingredients in together in Tupperware, mixed up with a spoon and called it a day. I would recommend this for this recipe if you do want it to be like actually really good. First to go in is our plain Greek yogurt. I'm doing this entire tub. This is one of the medium-sized ones. As you can see, it's not the big one, not the tiny one, medium. I'm doing about 2 little squirts of this. I don't measure. I'm gonna say that was roughly 2 tablespoons. If you're new here, I don't track calories or macros. So roughly 2 tablespoons. And here's the brand I use, the type I use. And now to go in with our basil and our lemon, I'm going to take all the leaves off of here, which won't take me too long, but I'm not gonna bore you with it. I'm going to juice 2 of these lemons and then get the zest of some of these lemons off. You don't have to do that. I'm being extra. I just want it to be super, super good, but definitely you wanna do at least lemon juice. Also, if you don't wanna do actual lemons, you wanna save more time, just buy lemon juice at the store. Extra easy peasy. Okay, just kidding. We'll do this together just so that I can show you guys what I'm doing. While we're here, we might as well. I did throw the basil leaves in just because I was quite literally just picking them off the stems, but I'm going to cut these in quarters like so, and then I'm just going to juice them over the blender, but I'm going to save one of them and cut some of the zest off and then put that in the blender as well. Give it a little bit more zestiness to it, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I am literally just squeezing my lemon juice over this. Like I said, this is the hard way to do it. If you want to buy actual lemon juice, go for it. I just knew that I was going to need some actual lemons for the zest because I like that in there, so this is what I did. Now that is blended, I'm going to add my chicken into my Tupperware. I'm also going to add some white onions. You could do red onion, you could do celery, whatever your heart desires. This is the one thing you will not catch me chopping up myself. I hate chopping onions, so I always do buy these pre-chopped. Yes, kind of a waste of money, but I don't care. And this is what our sauce ended up looking like. If you don't blend it in a blender, it's not going to get greenish, yellowish. Obviously, you would have whole chunks of basil and lemon zest. That's why I do like to blend. I've done both. Both taste good. This is just extra good, a little extra work though. I'm just going to pour this over the chicken salad, like so. And now this is the part that I just mix it up. There might be a better way to do this. I don't know. I kind of just do things my own way. So it may not always be the most aesthetically pleasing or the best method in doing so, but I just straight up mix it in the Tupperware that I'll be keeping it in. It works for me. It always tastes delicious. It's never let me down. You just want to make sure all your chicken is coated in the mixture, and then yeah, you're good to go. What I'm going to do the day of is I have some whole wheat pitas that I am going to place this in with the romaine lettuce that we already chopped up for our taco bowls. So bonus points there. You could add anything else that you would like. I just like to keep it nice and simple. This is so high in protein because of the Greek yogurt. Absolutely delicious. Now I am gonna have some sweet potato fries on the side, so we're gonna chop those up in a second here. We're ingredient prepping those. Once again, I'm not going to cook them up today. They'd get soggy and gross. We're just going to chop them up. Sorry, tell me that doesn't look amazing. And honestly, yes, the blending takes a little bit of time, but so easy. Okay, I just gave the spoon a lick. So good. This will never get old if you do it right. This is absolutely delicious. Perfect for spring, perfect for summer. Last but not least, we have our sweet potatoes. I like to peel these over the sink for ease. Just flush it down the garbage disposal. This is another item. It would get gross if I were to cook these all up into fry formation today. So I'm just gonna cook them up the day of. I'm gonna roast them at probably like 350 for maybe 30-ish minutes with some paprika and then garlic powder. That is my go-to. And then I'll have these on the side of my chicken salad and it will be delicious. But if I were to wait until the day of to chop these up, I wouldn't eat them. I would not make them. It wouldn't be happening. But since all I have to do is throw them in the oven when I'm ready for them, it makes my life so much easier. And now for the second potato. We literally just put this all down the drain for easy cleanup. I used to shred these, peel these over my garbage can, and then they would just go everywhere. This This is the way to do it. Life hack if you don't do this already. And now let's chop. I need new cutting boards desperately because these always move around, and I also hate that they're plastics. That's not good for you. I always like to chop the ends off first, I don't know, the ends they don't do it for me. So I get rid of these puppies first. Then I slice right down the middle like so. I'm gonna do that to both of these here. And then I'm just going to slice, oh my God, why are sweet potatoes so hard to cut? I'm gonna slice like this. And please, the cutting board, guys, this is a disaster. Okay, slice like that, and then I'm gonna go and slice those halves in half again. The thinner, the better, because then they cook more quickly. And it's unfortunate, but I'm just gonna have to place these in a little baggie this week because I'm out of meal prep containers, so it is what it is. This is the perfect, can you see it? What the heck? There we go. The perfect size for reference. And that's about what it gets us. Honestly, if you don't break a sweat cutting sweet potatoes, you didn't cut sweet potatoes. Okay, and that is a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped to give you some meal inspiration, but more than anything, I hope this helped to show you that meal prep does not have to be this big, giant, overwhelming thing. Ingredient prep, okay? It will save your life. Trust me when I say that. I do some sort of prepping every single week, whether it's ingredient prep or full-blown bulk prep. Every single Sunday, I do prep something to set me up for success throughout the week, because failing to prepare is preparing to fail, and I will forever live by that. I will have the recipes in the caption for you guys. Let me know if you like this. I can certainly do this again. This was kind of fun to do it this way as opposed to my aesthetic way on TikTok and Instagram. And of course, I will see you guys next time.